What's going on, guys? Welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I thought I would do a first trimester wrap up. So kind of give you guys an idea of like what my first trimester was like, because everybody's pregnancy is so different, what my symptoms were, things like that. So if you want to see that, then keep on watching. Yoga. Before I get started, just another quick reminder that the 6-month MINDSHIFT journals are available for purchase for pre-order on unfoldingstyleboutique.com. Have them in black and in pink with gold embossing. It's a mindfulness journal to help you get your thoughts in order, to help you kind of get yourself on track if you have goals for 2022. If you want to be a little bit more structured with your life and in your thought life, this will be a journal that can help you do that, and it's undated, so you can use it for as many days as you want. If you want to do 6 months straight, you can do 6 months straight. If you want to just do, you know, every other day or whatever, you can do that too. So the link is in the description box. The code for free shipping is 6-month MINDSHIFT, and those of you who did place your orders already, I really appreciate your love and support, and I'm really excited. The planner should be in very soon. Okay, I'm back. My camera battery died and I had to recharge it and all that, so it's a little bit later. But okay, now straight to the point. My first trimester. How was my first trimester? It was overall fairly easy, I would say, for the most part. I mean, obviously, you know, there are a lot of different symptoms that women get, and everybody's symptoms are just very different. So I've heard a lot of horror stories about morning sickness and how some women are just incredibly sick for months and months. Sometimes I hear that, you know, it's just the first trimester, and then some women have it for the entire time that they're pregnant. So everybody's experience is very different. Me personally, I would say the biggest thing has been extreme exhaustion. And I mean, like, they don't prepare you for the level of exhaustion that you experience. Like, it is dramatic. I don't have like massive amounts of energy naturally. So I am usually most of the time pretty tired, but I think a lot of it is mental. But this was paralyzing. Like, I would say that like there was no functioning. Like, I didn't pick up my computer, I didn't do anything, I barely was on social media. Like, it was dramatic, the levels of exhaustion. Like, going to work was torture. I mean, I wouldn't leave the house. Like, it was it was extreme. So that was the biggest thing. I was incredibly bloated, and I still get bloated a lot, but the bloat, that's actually how I initially came to the realization that I needed to take a test, was because like I get bloated a lot. It's not really super abnormal for me, but like typically in the mornings, like I'll be, you know how in the morning like your stomach is kind of like gearing up, you're waking up, like your digestive system is like starting to get going. So in the mornings, like Peaches is always like meowing in my face, wants to snuggle. So I snuggle with my baby, and like a lot of times, like he'll like sit on top of me and he'll like do his like kneading thing. And a lot of times I will have him knead on my stomach to get my bowels going. So I would have him do this and like nothing would happen. So this particular bloating was not the kind that could be relieved. Like, it was just extreme. So that was kind of like a red flag. Like, why am I this bloated? Like, I didn't even eat that much yesterday. Like, I wasn't eating mass amounts. I wasn't craving a lot. I wasn't, like, I did crave some weird things, like the whole banana and cheese thing on Instagram, but I've craved that before, so it's not like it's completely abnormal. But there were a couple little red flags like that. But really, it wasn't until like I honestly thought I had not too long before, well, there's a couple things. So I had to pick up my dad's ashes. That was incredibly emotionally exhausting. Dealing with his girlfriend, she's a biatch, and like all this stuff concerning the loss of my dad and dealing with her, all that. That was emotionally exhausting, so it made me a lot more tired. Just, you know, it just makes you mentally and emotionally exhausted. Then my dad's memorial was on the 8th or the 9th of October, one of those days, whatever the Saturday was. And I was already pregnant at that point, I just didn't know. So when I got home from that, I was so exhausted, but I thought it was just because of the emotions, because the memorial was absolutely horrendous. It was so emotionally draining. On so many levels, it was just really bad. So I think I slept a lot after that for a while because I was just so sad, you know what I mean? So I thought it was because of that. I'm sure that probably, you know, obviously played a role, but it wasn't the, you know, primary reason for my exhaustion. So yeah, those were the kind of the red flags. And then I took the test and obviously I found out that I am. My symptoms actually haven't been too bad. I mean, it's been hard being that exhausted all the time, but overall I would say my first trimester has been pretty easy. I haven't craved a whole lot. Honestly, like food aversions has been a big thing for me. Like I've had a lot of food aversions. Like I can't just go to the grocery store. I buy groceries a lot. So a lot of times I'll try to plan my meals, and I usually eat like similar things like throughout the week and whatnot. And then, you know, I do order out every now and then, but just not a lot. Once a week, maybe twice a week, but not a whole lot. A lot of times I like to cook. Right, baby? There's my boy. Oh, there's my boy. Hi, boobies. Hi. Are you my baby? Yeah. You're my boy. But the food aversions have been the biggest challenge, I would say, because everything makes me nauseous. So I literally okay, sorry, I had to make space on my memory card. Food aversions. A lot of things make me nauseous. So if I have a taste for something and I order it from the grocery store, most times the next day, the thought of it even being in the refrigerator or the freezer makes me want to vomit. So that's how that goes. I pretty much have been ordering out almost every single day, which is very painful for the pocketbooks. I don't like to order out every day just because of the financial aspect of it. It can get very expensive, especially because in my head every single day I have to go down the list of my options, different places to eat, and I basically just have to eat whatever does not make me nauseous, and that has been quite challenging. Just expensive, you know what I mean? Other than that, I feel like it's been okay. So a lot of things, like I said, I haven't had a whole lot of morning sickness. I do still get morning sickness. Like this morning was a little bit rough. Yesterday was just a little bit rough. But a lot of times I just have to force myself to eat a little bit of something. Like yesterday, nothing sounded good to me. So I had to just pick something, and I just had to eat a little bit just to, you know, kind of settle my stomach. So sometimes I'll try to make myself eat something anyway, even if the thought of it makes me nauseous, because there are some days where the sound of everything makes me nauseous. And sometimes it'll be okay, my stomach will settle. Other times it makes it worse. So it just depends on the day. I feel like that is getting a little bit better over time. Like now, a little bit, now I can eat more things than I could before, so that's nice. I'm starting to feel like, you know, I can sometimes plan. There are certain foods, like, this is really strange, but frozen pizza, like the Jack's, like cheap thin crust frozen pizzas, I have like 3 of them in the freezer now because I did order that at one point, and I could eat that quite a bit. So I feel like pizza is just one of those things, like the cheap pizzas, it can't just be any pizza. I can eat most times and be okay. I've been craving a lot of vegetables, which is nice. I didn't think that would be the case at all. But vegetables have come in clutch and been very refreshing actually. I have not, surprisingly, you guys know how much I love food, right? I have not craved a ton of sweets, which is so shocking to me because I feel like a lot of women use pregnancy as an excuse to eat whatever they want, and I knew I was gonna be that one. But, and that's not to say that I haven't, like, there are some things where I'm like, you know what, the baby wants it, the baby gets it. That's how I feel. That's my perspective sometimes. But then other times it's like the baby doesn't want junk food, and I'm really surprised about that. So I did buy, like, and I did have a taste for a lot of like sweets. Like I got brownie mix, I got like cake mix so I can make cake pops and things like that at one point. I got like cookie dough, things like ice cream, but it's been sitting there for months now and I have not, like there are some times where I want it, but like I really just don't want it and I just can't eat it. I can't make myself eat it. So I'm grateful for that. And I heard that every trimester is a little bit different. So I'm sure that this second trimester is gonna come with its own little changes. Hi, Poopy. Hi. Are you back with mommy? Are you back with mommy, Poopy? Oh, you're such a good boy. Yeah. This is my baby. You're my baby. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see how things change in my second trimester, which I'm only 1 week into, right, Bubby? But my babies have been so supportive and snuggly and loving as always, which they always have been. I don't know, some people have actually asked me how they're responding, like can they tell that something's different with me, and I don't really notice anything different because they're all so loving anyway. So they're all like, Peaches is always really snuggly and so is Buffy and Sparkle, so I haven't noticed anything different with their behavior yet, but I know it'll be interesting as I get bigger and especially when the baby gets here, how they respond. But my babies. You're so handsome. You're so handsome, puppies. Yeah. You're so handsome, puppies. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, my babies. So yeah, I guess that's probably it. So yeah, I would say overall, like I said, the hardest part has been the extreme exhaustion and the food aversions. And other than that, I feel like overall my pregnancy has been pretty easy so far. And I'm grateful for that. So that's pretty much it for my first trimester wrap up. We are now a week, like I said, into second trimester. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see how that goes. But thank you guys so much for your love and support. I appreciate your congratulations so much. Your love and support with the planners. You guys are so excited about them and it means a lot to me that you guys have invested in them and have supported me in that way. I know a lot of you have ordered from the boutique as well. Like I have this crazy sale going on right now that is going to be ending soon. I'm actually getting ready to remove a lot of the pieces, specifically shoes, from the website. So if there's anything left that you guys want, then make sure that you snag it. I mean, things are $10 to $15 right now. So if you want it, if it's still on the site, like go grab it up because it's not going to be on there for very much longer. But I love you guys. Thank you guys for watching. If you like this video, as always, give me a thumbs up, comment, share this with your friends, subscribe, and help me to continue growing our family. Bye guys.